Alright guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to tie my favorite tie knot, the double four-in-hand. Now a double four-in-hand is exactly like your simple and classic four-in-hand knot, except it's got one extra loop around, which means you have to start with the wide end of the tie a lot longer than the narrow end. So step one is to cross the wide end over the narrow end, then bring the wide end behind and wrap it around. Now as you make this first loop, it's important that you keep your finger inside of the wrap. Next, you're going to bring the wide end behind one more time and then wrap it around again. Now, the coolest thing about this tie knot, in my opinion, is when you see people wearing it, you can actually see the double wrap. And the way you achieve this effect is when you bring the tie over for the second time, you leave a little bit of the first wrap showing. Next, you're going to bring the wide end up and over, and then while you're holding the two loops that you've made, thread the tie through. I always like to keep it straight as I pull it through because that helps make a great dimple. So tighten the knot, adjust it, and that is how it's done. Now one thing that I like to do with the double four-in-hand is to take the narrow end and give it a little tug so it peeks out from behind the wide end. I like how that kind of offsets the pattern a little bit, and it gives the tie a little bit of a unique look and different texture in a way. So this is a great knot, and one of the reasons I really love it is because I have a shorter torso. So a lot of ties end up being really long on me. So the fact that we're making the extra loop around, it kind of shortens the tie, and it's great for people like me with a shorter torso. It makes the ties look much more proportional. It's a great knot for that. Plus, it just looks really, really cool. So very simple, that's how to do it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below, let me know what video you'd like to see next. Follow us on Instagram, visit the website, you know, all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
Hey, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to do the Manhattan knot. This is one I just learned recently. Been tying it for the past couple weeks, getting a little practice, and I really like it. So let's get started. Get our length right, get our top button buttoned. I'm going to come in close so that we can see what I'm doing here. All right. So first, make sure your lengths are right, and your length's going to vary depending on your height and your size. We're going to have the tie inside out, stitching facing outward. Take the thick end, bring it behind. Come across the front, like that. Bring it up through the back, and keep this straight. Bring it up, and then come across the opposite side. All right. Around the back around the front, and we're going to go through the center. And in all the twists and turns you do, this will straighten out the front of your tie, so that the back part is still facing out, but the front is facing the correct way. Pull tight. All right. Get it all cinched up in there. Let's get our collar down. Let's take a look, see how we're looking. All right, and there we have it. Pretty basic. That's the Manhattan knot. Like I said, something nice and sharp that you can wear to like that family get together or for work. But yeah, nice little twist. No pun intended, you know, we're twisting these ties around, but a nice twist for a knot that you can kind of wear anywhere that'll really dress up your outfit and kind of get you looking sharp. So I hope this helped. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, whatever it is you celebrate or don't celebrate. Be safe out there. Don't drink too much eggnog. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.
are lots of different tie knots out there, and today I'm going to show you how to tie one of the best. It makes a great dimple and has one other amazing benefit, which you'll see in just a bit. I'm Brian Sakawa, you're watching He Spoke Style. Let's learn how to tie the Nicky knot. Start with the seam side of the tie facing up, wide end longer than the narrow end. Cross the narrow end over, bring the wide end up and over, wrapping it around once. Bring it to the other side and wrap it around once. Now, depending on the thickness of your tie, you could skip the next step, but because this tie is made with a thinner fabric, I'm going to wrap it around one more time to give the knot a little more heft. Bring the wide end up and through and pull it through. Start with the seam side of the tie facing up, wide end longer than the narrow end. Cross the narrow end over, bring the wide end up and over, and wrap it around once. Next, bring it to the other side and wrap it around one time. Now, depending on the thickness of your tie, you could skip the next step, but because this tie is made with a thinner fabric, I am going to wrap it around one more time to give the knot a little more heft. Bring the wide end up and through and pull it somewhat tight. Thread the wide end through the loop, pull it through, and give it some final adjustments. There you have it, very simple to tie, makes a great dimple, and as I mentioned, there was one more benefit to this knot. So check this out. When you are going to take your tie off, you just pull the narrow end through and there's no knot. So I've been using the Nicky knot a lot recently. Between this one and the double four in hand, those are my two go-to tie knots. Thumbs up if you like this video, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and stay tailored.
Uniform neckties can be tied with any type of standard necktie knot that presents a neat military appearance. This video will show you how to successfully tie one of the most common knots, the Windsor knot. Start with the tie around your neck. The wide end of the tie should be on your dominant side, and the small end on your non-dominant side. Take the wide end and cross it over the smaller side. Then bring that wide end up and through the loop formed at the neck. Once you bring it through, overlap the wide end down to the right side of the small end, and then loop behind the small end towards the left. Bring that wide end from the left up to the front and through the neck loop. Take the wide end and cross it over the smaller side. Finally, bring the wide end of the tie through the hole you just created on the front of the knot. Now that you've tied a tie, let's make sure your tie agrees with the Marine Corps Order 1020. The tie is between ½ an inch above and below the belt buckle. Now you're good to go. Also, don't forget to place your tie clasp between your 3rd and 4th button from the top of your khaki shirt.